blurs, nerds, and everybody in between. It's your boy Wyatt, the sensei of the syndicate, here with another episode of With the BS. And today we are talking Money in the Bank predictions. I don't know if you know this, but myself, Husky Hokage, we like a little wrestling. We like a little wrestling.
Like a little wrestling.
So we went ahead and we're gonna do some predictions or what we think is gonna happen in Money in the Bank, and we are also we got a top 10 list. We got our top 10 influential black wrestlers because it wouldn't be blurred if we didn't have some black stuff on here. So without further ado, I want to introduce my partner in crime. He's 1/3 of Things People Don't Say podcast, one half of the Victory Road podcast presented by the Blur Syndicate, the one, the only Husky Hokage. This way.
Hey, thank you. Sir. I like that. Like the
Yes,
sir. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, sir? All right.
Man, I'm making it. Enjoying the day. And excited for 4th of July coming up here. I've been getting into planting, bro. So I've been planting some watermelons, some sunflower seeds, some potatoes, all that good stuff.
Hey,
I've been on my Vinland Saga season 2-ish. I've been on that. So, but before we get any further, I want y'all to do one thing for me. If you don't do nothing else, I need y'all to please follow the Blur Syndicate. I want y'all to go ahead and be like Hulk. I want you to be able to smash that follow button, because I was gonna say Hulk Hogan and then I was like F Hulk Hogan because I just don't mess with it. F Hulk Hogan, but smash that follow button and we'll love you 3000. So what's been going on with you, bro?
Nothing, man. I am mad, a little upset with myself. I didn't get a chance to see Forbidden Door this past weekend. I heard some of the matches they had. Okada and Bryan Danielson. I heard it was a 5-star, 10-star. What is Dave Nelson says, a 10-star match. I heard Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay 2 was another amazing match. So I'm gonna try to figure out, go back and watch the replay of it if I can somehow, some way. But I had missed it. But other than that, man, I've been doing good. How about yourself?
Man, I missed everything. So yeah, I was right there with you. So I'm gonna catch up on it. I found a way to watch it. I'll let you know off air. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a way with the way somebody that knows somebody that steals some stuff. Not really. I don't know anybody like that. I'm too grown to know people that steal stuff. You can't keep them around the house if they steal shit. So yeah, I'll let you know. But yeah, I heard it was crazy. I heard some good matches happen from there. So I've been missing on some good old wrestling. But they got a little bit of, they got some wrestling now. They got Money in the Bank coming out. I think it's Saturday.
Yes, July 1st, Saturday. Yes, sir.
So they got a couple matches. I want to kind of pick your brain, see how you feel about certain things. Who do you think is going to win the men's Money in the Bank match?
So that's a loaded match. So at first I was like, longest, I don't care who wins, long as it's not Logan Paul. But if I'm gonna pick somebody, my money is on, I'm gonna on 2 people. And LA Knight, Mr. LA Knight. Yeah. LA Knight and my boy, he goes by Butch now, which I don't like, but my boy Pete Dunne, maybe a sleeper in this match because my boy Pete Dunne can go, but I'm hoping LA Knight pulls it out, man. Long as, like I said, to be honest with you, long as it's not Logan Paul, I'll be satisfied. Even because like Damian Priest, the man, he's like Damian Priest can pull it out, but I like LA Knight or Pete Dunne to pull it out. How about who you got? Who do you think is going to be the good?
See, that's the thing. So now they added a stipulation where it doesn't have to be like they can challenge anybody for that particular belt, which I think is stupid. You know, because like if you go, like I remember what was his name, Otis, and they were like, well, if I win it, we're going to challenge for the tag team titles. Why you going to challenge for that? That's crazy. It's crazy.
I agree.
But I think it opens the door for, even if they're not the main stake, you know what I mean? They can be able to win a title and go to NXT and challenge and, be an NXT champion or be the US champion or Intercontinental Championship, which to me, this is crazy, man. Like, if you were going to challenge for anything, I figured you go hard or go home. So
I know I know what I would do. I would coerce Brock into a match somehow, some way with Roman. Let Roman tire him out. Let Brock tire Roman out. Hopefully, and once he finishes, come out on my case.
Mm-hmm. So it is I wouldn't do anything like that. That's just stupid to me. So I think it's open for anybody. I think I'd like to see Shinsuke win it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's been talking about wanting to be the first Japanese champion in WWE, and I think he's put in a lot of work. I know they kind of put him on the back burner after he had his battle with the Great Muta in what was it, January? But I think he's good enough to really win that championship and give somebody a run for their money.
I agree.
So that's who I have for that one. The second one, the women's match, the women's Money in the Bank match. Who you got?
So, you have two members of what's in the
Damage Control.
Damage Control. Yes, thank you. Two members. We got Bayley and Io Sky, and I'm actually gonna go with the newbies in this match. I'm picking one of the newbies, and that's gonna be either Zoe Stark or Io Sky to pull this out. That's what I'm picking. I think either one of them could do it. Zoe Stark's probably my sleeper pick, but I think Io Sky definitely has the skill, the athleticism, she used to be called the Princess of the Sky, whatever it was back in NXT. Mm-hmm. She went by Io Shirai, whatever. Like she can go. The Empress of that's what it was, and she can go. So I really think she can pull this out. So I'm expecting her to jump off the ladder. Like she has to. Like I see it coming.
I am going to choose the woman, Becky Lynch. I think the reason why is she's been without the title for a little bit. She has she had her change, so she's no longer a heel, she's a face. I think that's gonna be a good thing for her. So yeah, I'm excited about that. The next one, Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio.
Cody. Dom has improved a lot in the ring, but I'm picking Cody. He's
had some matches. He had a banger with Seth, like when he first came in there. I know Seth kind of helped him, traded him a little bit. But bro, I think as far as that's concerned, I'm gonna shock you. I'm gonna go Dominic. The reason why I'm gonna go Dominic is because Cody has been talking a lot of shit to Brock. Brock don't take shit lightly. Ooh. And there's also Rhea Ripley right there at the you know what I'm saying?
I see that happening, but the only thing about that is Brock is go L5 both of them. Because what's gonna happen is he go L5 Cody, and then Don goes get to talking like yeah, and go smiling and laughing with Brock, and Brock go scoop his ass up and L5 him as well.
I don't think so, because see, like Brock's on that whole tip of like, I just want to mess up Cody, and he may do it, but he'll still cover Dominic over top of Cody. So yeah. The next match, Seth freaking Rollins, Finn Balor.
So this, Okay, so looking at the card so far, this is two matches that stand out. Just looking at the card, from what I can see, this match and I think the last match, but this match, because this. I remember when Finn first got pulled up and they fought for the Universal title. Mm-hmm. This match is going to be a good match. This could be a match of the night right here. And as much I like Finn, I've always liked Finn, but I don't think Seth is about to lose his belt no time soon. Not right now. Now, he may be able to hold it over till Cody finishes his thing with Brock or whatever, but I don't think he's losing right now. I'm going for Seth.
See, here's the thing, though. I don't think Cody's gonna go for that world heavyweight title. I think he's gonna go for what's his title is. Yeah, Roman's title, because you know what I mean. Like, they've played that one out, and he didn't finish the story. It's not finishing the story, beating somebody else. Like, he talked cash money shit about your daddy. He talked cash money shit about how he was the son that Dusty wanted and all the rest of that stuff. So that's, to me, is what's going to be the better story. You can't get your ass whooped and then be like, hey, I'm gonna go over here and beat this person. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah.
So the next one, they have Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Do you really care? I don't know. I think Raquel should be like in her own, like, I think she should be challenging somebody for like a singles title.
She could be. She definitely could be, and I think they put her in this role, because bringing her back or whatever. I think they just kind of put her in this role, but it may. I don't know if she's gonna turn on Liv in that, but it may last for a minute. But I really don't care. I'm just gonna go with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler or whatever.
Okay.
2 of the 4 horsewomen.
Here we go. All right, so we got 2 more. We got Gunther versus Matt Riddle, Intercontinental Championship. I think Matt Riddle is gonna have a welt mark the size of just everywhere. He's not gonna be able to survive that. Them chops are serious. Question: would you rather take a chop from Gunther or a clothesline from JBL?
I'll take the clothesline, sir. I'm taking the clothesline. The clothesline is quick. You can say it's quick, but you know what I'm saying. You get the impact. I've seen
that's
Gunther.
Like, okay.
I'm just saying. I've seen that chop. I've seen Gunther chop a man, like chop a man down with like a tree. Hit the man so hard, like, bruh, like I can, because my chest hurt now. I'll take the clothesline. I
don't know. I don't know if you remember this. Back in the day, it's not that far back. Whatever his name was, the rock and roll Heath Slater. When JBL wound up, like he warmed up his arm to deliver a clothesline. I'm good on that one. And then there's nothing worse than like that old man strength, because he lays out into it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know. And I've seen, because he flips people. Like you get hit, people flip. I've seen it. I've seen it. Like
that's like having a car accident. Like all of that. I'd rather take the chop to the chest and then be all right, because it's chest, like, because JBL's not a small man.
Neither one of them are small.
Well, Gunther is now. Yeah, Gunther. I used to be afraid more. I'm not as afraid of his chops as much now because he done lost weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's at least a good 25 pounds in his forehead right there. So like I'm all right with that. But heavy set Walter, I wouldn't want to take a chop from. But
I can see where you're going. I can see where you're going.
I would not take JBL, because he used to wind up and run.
I've seen him catch folks coming off the clothesline, like not clothes, coming off the ropes. Oof. Oof. Question. Which one you think is worse? JBL's clothesline from hell or the buckshot lariat?
The clothesline from hell. Buckshot lariat, because like you stop your momentum because you're flipping over and then you got to catch your feet. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather take, and plus he ain't got no, like, I know he's strong, but he ain't JBL like corn fed.
Yeah, that was like, it's a few clothesline, like I guess people use a few clothesline finishing moves, like the buckshot lariat, Okada, the Rainmaker, that's nice. I'm like, okay, that's a nice little move, whatever. But I still say that clothesline from hell is probably the worst one of them out of all of them. But I think it's all on who's doing it though. Like you know what I'm saying. I don't think nobody else is doing the clothesline. Like if some other wrestler decides to pull it out that repertoire and start using that, but you got to be a big, beefy, meaty man to use the clothesline.
Hey, we're gonna have to have a conversation later on. That's gonna be like who delivers, who's got the best like power bomb, or who's got because there's a lot of folks that have some serious power bombs. So we're gonna keep that one for later on.
Okay, but I'm with it.
That one, you can think about Kevin Nash, Undertaker, Scott Hall. Scott Hall just let you fall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keith Lee.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good, nice one. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was because when Gunther, that's his finishing move. He power bombs you once or twice or whatever. Like it's nice, but like I said, there's still, like I said, the spirit bomb. The last ride, the jackknife. Like I said, even the razor's edge or whatever you want to call it. Like it's a good number of them out there. But yeah, we can say that for definitely a different day.
Okay. Last match. I got a hot take. Is the Civil War, the Samoan Civil War. Who you got?
So, man. Since it's no titles on the line. I'm actually thinking the Usos might be able to pull this out, but I want to go with the Usos. I want to. I really do. Ooh, you know what? I might go with the Usos. And the reason I'm saying that is now that they got that rift started, Sammy. I think Sammy maybe both him and Kevin, but I think they're gonna make an appearance, and it may be during this match.
I don't know, man. Like they done talked about this just being a family thing. You know what I'm saying? I think
True.
they gotta get one of them without having anybody there. You know what I'm saying? I think first of all, I think Roman and Solo are gonna win. Second thing is, I don't think it's gonna be as good as everybody thinks it's gonna be. Like I know this is the first time, like one of the first times they've really fought, but I don't think their skill sets are gonna match up really, really well. Like I think it's just kind of based off of the emotion. And like once they start like actually wrestling, it's not gonna be as like, oh man, you can't super kick for 30 minutes. And like it's relatively new.
Yeah, and see my that was when I was the card I was looking at had the matches in different places. My other match of the night candidate may be their Matt Riddle and Gunther match. Like I think they're gonna go because I know Matt Riddle can go, and I know Walter can go. So I think that match and the Seth Rollins, but I can see that. I can see what you're saying play out, man. It's just something, as we've seen over the past, what, how many years, Roman will find a way.
Roman
And
will find a way.
It
just yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, he'll find a way. So I can see that. I can definitely see in the way they've done, the super kicking him and stuff like that. So it's very much possible we see that. We see Roman and Solo pull this match out for the win and get the win.
Yeah. So one other thing. So we're gonna go get to our top 10 wrestlers, black wrestlers.
Of all time. Sorry.
Yes, sir. We don't like. All right. So are we counting The Rock as a African American wrestler, as a black wrestler?
If Daddy say black, I'll say black. The man
all
black.
I'm saying, bro, is that he don't be claiming us like he used to. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't really claim us before. You know what I'm
saying? He does it, but I'm he on my list. I'm just letting you know.
And I get it. I love The Rock. You know what I'm saying? However, you know what I'm saying? We're counting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got him on my list. I just wanted to know if I just needed, an alternate. Some people up.
We go count him. I actually he on my list, so we go count him.
Give me your bottom 5.
Bottom 5. Okay. So before we get started, just want to give out two honorable mentions real quick, and that is Too Cold Scorpio. I can't help it. Too Cold Scorpio and Norman Smiley. I don't know if you remember Norman Smiley back in WCW with the Smiley stretch or whatever.
Yeah, the
yellow.
The chicken wing that he had.
Yes, and he had one of the only brothers I know just in yellow tights. Just so.
It's always funny with you.
But starting at number 10. Number 10.
It's always like a top 10 list, but then you got 12. You know what I'm saying? Or 11.
Hey, look.
11 and that.
Look.
You know what I'm saying?
I got like you can say I got 13 because I got a 10A and 10B. So 10A is Bianca Belair. I know she's only been there for a short period of time, but man, the stuff she's doing, her athleticism alone warrants to be like just on this list. And the second, my 10B was Sasha Banks. Or Mercedes Moné, however you want to call her, whatever you want to call her, like her, like everything she's done speaks for herself. What she's doing, like outside of the fact, I love Sasha Banks, whatever. And she's always had that problem of staying healthy, but she's definitely warrants being on this list as well. I think just decide between her and Bianca. Number 9, Jacqueline. Like like you got to give her credit. She paved the way. Like she wasn't just no bimbo, bro. Like she used to wrestle. She was power mama folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? So number 8 is Mark Henry, World's Strongest Man. Number 7, Montel Vanterius Porter, MVP.
All in.
Yes. So I know everybody think MVP just what he did when he was there. He was an Intercontinental Champion. Also, the man wrestled in New Japan. Like he put in work. You know what I'm saying? Number 6, the man who took Ric Flair down. I think Ric Flair was mad doing that woo off, but Jay Lethal. I watched some clips the other day when he was in Impact. He was impersonating Randy Macho Man Savage, and he was doing a hell of a job. But yes. So, but that's my bottom 5. So who you got? It's your bottom 5.
My bottom 5 consists of number 10, Shelton Benjamin.
Okay.
Because a lot of these people are taking his style that he created. Where he was a high flyer and he mixed in like that Kurt Angle with a lot of tosses and things like that. Definitely, they're kind of mixing that. I have number 9 as Farouk, because wasn't he the first heavyweight champion?
Yeah.
So had him. Plus he threw a mean, what was it? A Dominator. That was serious too. So I have him on the list. And number 8 is Mark Henry. He was really really good. He was a big man. I love the fact that his music just said that he was coming out here and somebody gonna get the ass. Somebody gonna
Yes.
get, you know what I'm saying? When you got a song like that that comes out and you like, hey, I'm not here to play no game. Somebody gonna get the ass.
Yeah.
It, and, so yeah, so definitely that and the fact that he always made me laugh with Sexual Chocolate.
Yeah.
So that was funny. Number 7, I got the five-time WCW champion Booker T. Booker T is he does some great stuff, man. And I don't know if I necessarily like him in NXT as an announcer.
He has his moments, but yeah.
But that's it. And then for number 6, I have Miss Jacqueline as well. She didn't play no games. She came out there if she had to be in a bra and panties match, but I think she told Vince one time, she was like, listen, I ain't out here to be in my undies. I'm out here to whoop ass. Because she wasn't in a whole lot of them. And, even though she had the body for it, she was not in a whole lot of them.
She ain't played with. She did not play with. So, yeah.
She let Vince know a couple times, I'm pretty sure. So, that is my bottom 10. My bottom 5.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and start it off with mine. My number 5 coming in. The bald-headed milk dud chocolate man himself is Mr. Bobby Lashley.
We call him the thumb. You know what I'm saying? Look at him like a thumb, bro.
He does from any angle. But that's the man. His record speaks for himself, man. The man has done multiple stints in WWE. He was on Impact as well. I think TNA, or whatever. But MMA had a little bit of MMA career. Just the man is amazing in ring and everything like that. And I heard he's a cool dude outside of the ring as well. My number 4, you had him on your list. Damn. AKA Ron Simmons. Man, when he came in, like I said, one of the first 4 heavyweight champions, ran leader of the Nation of Domination, moved on to be left that when it became the Acolytes and the APA and all that with JBL, kind of reinvented himself and did that. He's kind of reinvented himself a few times in the WWE, but the man, his record speaks for himself. Farouk. Where I heard a story about Farouk when he got hurt. Ahmed Johnson fucked up. Ahmed Johnson said he was he was the male Nia Jax of his time. And I love Nia Jax. But anyway, he hurt Farouk. Man, Farouk came back and got in the ring and whooped this man ass, literally. Number 3, you had him on your list as well. Mr. 5-time himself, Booker T. Even though they had everybody believing it was from Harlem, from Texas. Him and his brother Stevie Way, back in the day, Harlem Heat. I remember he used to do when he used to get on the top rope, the Milsa drop kick. And that Harlem Hangover. I don't know if you remember that. That's old school. That Harlem. He used to do a rolling, a flipping leg drop, a leg on, he would flip in the air and do a leg drop. But my number 2, once you had him on your list as well, just got him a little higher. My boy Shelton Benjamin, the golden standard. His work speaks for himself. Now, and it's a shame that he never had a world heavyweight title. But the man's his work and everything he's done speaks for himself. And came out a few days ago, or a week ago, Shawn Michaels was like, "Yo, you got your spot in the Hall of Fame. We just waiting on you to hang him up, bro." Shelton Benjamin is he came in around the same time. I think he was all in the same time, Brock and all those. Shelton, like I said, once again, another.
He was the one. I may be mistaken, but I think he was the one that got Brock into wrestling, and they were tag team partners for a little bit up until.
Yeah.
So shout out to he had a bunch of moves that were because I think he was on the wrestling team at Minnesota with Brock as well. So it was, he's that dude.
Yeah, he is. And my number one all time, like you already know, it's the people's champ, the man himself, Mr. People's Elbow, the rock bottom, Rocky Malvia, whatever you want to call him, the great one. It's the Rock, man. Like I granted, not full blooded, but like just overall, man. Just if we talk of wrestling, like for somebody who could talk on the mic, could put in the ring. And a lot of people, you know, they don't give him credit for his in ring, but like his in ring when he wanted to, when it was time to go and it was supposed to be a match, like no other, bro. Like The Rock could do it all, and that's kind of why he is who he is and where he is now, or whatever. But it's The Rock. It's number one. So yeah.
All right.
That's my top five.
All right. So my top five is number 5 is Keith Lee. He's a big man. Well, he used to do. He wasn't always as big, but we need to tighten it up, Keith. Come on. I'll be out there with you, bro. Keith was one that's able to do a lot of different things. He was really agile. I saw a lot of potential for him when he was in the WWE. And I was sad to see him go. Hopefully, you know what I mean? I know he had some health issues before. Hopefully he gets those under control, you know what I'm saying? And does his own thing, because he was serious.
Agreed, man. I love Keith.
So my number 4 is you mentioned him already, Jay Lethal. Just because even if you look at his body of work, he's been doing this for almost 20 years or so. You know what I mean? And it started out as like one of those X Division people that didn't really get a shot. He had so much charisma with the Black Machismo, with his Ring of Honor stuff, even with the stuff that he does in TNA right now, or not TNA, AEW. He is that dude, and I think he's a really good person. I think the only reason why he doesn't go to WWE is because they wouldn't give him a shot for real. Plus, they already have Shelton Benjamin, so they know how they're gonna treat him anyway. So, so that's unfortunate. But my number 3 is Miss Bianca Belair. I have her here just because we hadn't had a whole lot of like Black women that were really taking the scene, and I like the fact that she came and she was like unapologetically herself. At that time, I think she's now that she's become like the face of that women's division, like they kind of watered her down a little bit. But like the way that she came in was really, really on her own. Like I love the fact that she makes her own attire every time.
It's her and her husband.
Yeah, and Ed Dawkins too, because they all have to go together. So like making all that stuff, just that she's genuinely a good person, it seems like. So and then the fact that she held the WWE Women's title, the Raw title that they're calling it now. She held it longer than damn near anybody else. You know what I mean? So that was saying a whole lot, and that wasn't just because people were missing and everything like that. She was just really athletic, doing what she needed to do.
Main eventing WrestleMania. How many times she's main eventing WrestleMania?
2, 3. 2.
Yeah, and had one of the best and won match of the year. With her and Sasha won match of the year.
Exactly. When the first time that they went, like it was one of those. So it was great, man. My number 2 is Miss Sasha Banks. So I have her here just because she was like the catalyst to kind of a lot of these like that women's revolution that they had. And what I really appreciate about it was that she didn't have a name. You know what I'm saying? Like if you think about a lot of the other people that were there, Natalya, Charlotte. What else? Who else was there? It was Who was else in the Horsemen? Bailey didn't have a name either, but Bailey didn't really have that push. Like, and then I love the fact that Sasha was just like, you gonna respect what I'm doing, and then she was always ready to, stand on her laurels, and she left on her laurels too. So,
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
Yes.
And she when she left, she even got better, doing New Japan stuff, doing,
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean,
And I
studying
guess I should credit because I remember when she was hurt, the feud between her and Charlotte, like when it was kind of rising or whatever, and so it was like literally like I'm just about every pay per view for like 5 or 6 months. It seemed like they was going at it for a title match, and they would put on good matches. And she would, it was mostly because don't get me wrong, Charlotte's getting better. She can do, she can wrestle, but like a lot of that Sasha kind of helped carry her
Yeah,
along.
that's why I think Sasha was hurt a whole lot because she was carrying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if she had to make her matches look good. You know what I mean? And so what I don't like is kind of like that double standard. Like, you know what I mean? Like if she was a dude, you know what I'm saying, and she was standing up for what she wanted to do, like they wouldn't treat her as bad. But because of the fact that, she's a woman, a black woman at that, and she was like doing her own thing, she was like, no, I'm not, you're not gonna just, relegate me down to here. And even when they tried to give her the tag team titles and then just didn't put her on, different pay-per-views, he was like, listen, y'all not gonna do me like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm a Mandalorian. Like, I don't need to be here. So it's really cool to see that. And number one, can't deny this person at all. You know what I mean? They do have the charisma. Their promo skills are top tier. Um, is Dwayne Johnson. He's definitely good. Now here's the thing. I don't dislike him, right? I just feel like right now he's resting on his laurels, right? Like, when it comes to kind of pushing himself in certain things, pushing himself in movies, um, I appreciated him, especially when he was in the WWE, because like he had to reinvent himself. You know what I mean? He couldn't just be the same Rock, for all those years. Yeah, he was, Rocky Maivia. Then he was, the Rock in the Nation. Then he was, the corporate champion. Then the People's champion. Then after that, the celebrity asshole. And then after that, it was more like hey, even though I'm an asshole, like you guys still like me. So you know what I'm saying? It was all those things. So I give him his flowers definitely. I feel like as an actor, you know what I'm saying?
We're talking about wrestling. Wrestling. We're not talking.
An actor, he's jobbing. He's jobbing right now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm putting.
I can see that. I can see that. You're not wrong.
But definitely my favorite
right now. Yeah, he is job. But like I said, you can't deny his skills as far as being a wrestler.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Now don't get me wrong, like there was definitely more. He wasn't like the best worker. Like I mean, he wasn't a slap. He definitely wasn't no Hulk Hogan. Because Hulk Hogan would just be doing leg drops and all the rest of this exactly, and scoop slams and
24-inch pythons, brother.
But I always used to love how The Rock used to be put in like a submission, and then after that he's like 1, 2, and then you're not gonna get me now. So that was always my favorite. But yeah,
I love how he sold the stunner. Anytime he got stunned, bro, like he would sell the hell out of the stunner. I love it.
Absolutely. And so he was really, really funny. He was passionate about wrestling. So I kudos to him. I can't knock him for it. Can't knock him for finding something that kind of makes him, a household name. So shout out to The Rock in that situation. Like here's the thing, Marcus. He is my favorite wrestler. Like hands down. Like I would go see The Rock and do everything. I just expect more from him, because
I get it. You're right. You're right. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm in complete agreement with you. Yeah. Same. Like I said, I grew. That's how I feel about The Rock, bro. Like you just
You expect more from him. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So that's my list. So we got that together. We'll have to collaborate here in a little bit about Forbidden Door. See how see these matches that everybody was so much enamored with.
Yes.
Because I definitely want to see what how Kenny did. I know he lost, but how he lost. I heard that was a good match. I heard Okada and Bryan Danielson. I heard that so much. I saw earlier today they were saying that he had fractured his arm, but there was like an actual clean break. So he broke his arm and still fought for about 10 more minutes in the match.
Okada.
Yeah.
I didn't hear that part. I did see they showed a clip of I surfing Twitter and I saw Will Ospreay put Kenny Omega in the One Wing Angel.
I saw that too.
And Kenny kicked out on one, bro. I was like, oh, I gotta watch this match, bro. So like I'm watching the clip, and usually that's Kenny's finishing move. So like you don't kick, not a lot of people kick out of the One Wing Angel, but the fact that he got the move put on him and he kicked out on one and he was just kind of banging on the mat. Let me stop.
Yeah, he was like, hell no, you're not gonna get me like that.
Yes, this is me.
So yeah, man, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see Money in the Bank. See how everything works out and turns out from there. Do you have any final words? Anything that that you want to let the people know?
I just thank y'all for listening always, man. We'll be talking some more wrestling. I still want to do a top 10 active black wrestlers right now. Like I definitely want to do those do that one day because it's a lot of good ones out there. Especially on the indie scene, even we just stay in WWE and in AEW that's going around. I guess it's a good number of them out there. So I want to talk about maybe highlight some of the ones that we like just or whatever. But yeah, other than that, man, I enjoyed it. This was a good session of talking wrestling.
Yeah, man. So what we're gonna do starting on Tuesdays from now on, we're gonna do like a top 10 list or a ranking list. So then after that, we can be able to do that. Right now, we have to take a little hiatus on the drink and draw because our boy Jeremy, he had knee surgery, so we can't really draw when he's kind of rested. So we hope he gets well as well.
Jeremy.
So we'll kind of do something to still kind of keep us around on Tuesdays. Wednesdays usually you can catch us. One of us being on the Blur Cartel shows, having some craziness go on there, and then Thursdays usually we have some kind of victory road. So yeah, we got stuff coming in, and then we'll start. Once everything kind of slows down. I know with what is it? With like I guess 4th of July is on a Tuesday, but usually in the summertime everybody's a little bit more busy out and about. So check us out. We're still going to keep doing those what had happened was to weekend review shows. So check us out, and we'd love to kind of kick it with y'all. So definitely if y'all don't do anything else, go to theblursyndicate.com, cop some shirts, man. I'm telling you, these are just $5, not just regular $5. So check those out and use the promo code with the BS. Get 20% off your shirts because I don't really want to make money off the shirts, to be honest with you. I just want y'all to have some fire ass shirts here. So don't tell my wife that. Don't tell my wife that though. But I do want y'all to have some great apparel where anime, wrestling, cartoons, pop culture, any of that stuff is going to be there for you. So check that out if you don't do nothing else. So we're going to be like the Ninja Turtles. We're going to get the shell out of here. And until next time, be easy.
Peace.